Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Noamira Shazwani binti Abdul Rahim. My metric number is 265083. So today I will be doing some explanation about the case of IOI's global challenges in moving up the palm oil value chain. So, firstly, IOI or Industrial Oxygen Incorporated is one of public listed company in Malaysia that had taken over by Tan Sri Dato' Lee Shin Cheng in 1981. Dato' Lee Yeo Cho, or known as Lee, is the protagonist of this case, which is he is the elder son of Tan Sri Dato' Lee Shin Cheng. He also known as CEO or Chief Executive Officer of IOI Berhad. IOI prioritize efficiency and hand-on leadership with family director closely involved in all aspects of their operation, where there is a store loyalty among senior executive, and it could be shown in their core value. In this case, palm oil industry become crucial to discuss, as palm oil always have a global demand as the world population increases, and this in turn drove rapid expansion in plantation. Palm oil is a tropical edible vegetable oil derived from both the pulp of the yam fruit, yielding crude palm oil, or known as CPO, and from the palm fruit kernel, yielding palm kernel oil, PKO. Oils that differ in quality, density, position, composition, and end application. The palm oil value chain is thought of and structured similarly to that of a crude oil or petroleum industry, and it is comprised of an upstream segment, which is planting, cultivation and harvest, a midstream segment, refining and processing, and lastly a downstream segment, which is retail of end product, brands and industrial derivative. And lastly, their customer were usually large fast moving consumer good company or FMCGs such as Nestle, Unilever, and Procter and Gamble company, where this company manufacturing are often located near the consumer market. Now we touch a few IOI timelines and where the challenges start roses. So in 1970s until 1980s, Malaysia Borneo had become one of the most thriving for palm oil industry, where Malaysian government had support both Malaysia and Indonesia when demand for palm oil rose to global demand. Key customer or fast-moving consumer good companies, FMCG, and Procter and Gamble company, usually manufacturing this product located close to the consumer market, where it led to Malaysia government invest in the downstream processing industry to achieve added value for plantation industry. So IOI managed to become world's largest palm oil company, where into mergers and acquisition and involved in organic growth. In 2013, Julian Vetch, a CEO Lauder's new appointed, come up with plan to double business volume and triple profit by 2025, creating new product and increasing sales of current product in new way, and expanding into new geographical region to penetrate new market and gain more customers. Meanwhile, in 2016, real problems showed as firstly, increased budget of R&D budget up to 60 million pounds. Second, profit dried up and leverage increasing because of foreign exchange losses on borrowing, low palm oil yield because of El Nino phenomenon, and a corporate sustainability crisis. The third one is in April of 2016, where IOI sustainability certificate suspended, where NGO complained about IOI practices in Indonesia market. Explanation in Indonesia, critic by NGO as the establishment of IOI industry in palm oil lead to company with forest clearance, pit land fires causes period hazard, and some of destruction of animal habitat. After effect of those problems to IOI, some customers are suspend from purchasing from IOI, and NGOs raise awareness affect the growth of palm oil industry in Europe and United States, and because of that, IOI suffer reputational damage. Limited capability of IOI headquarters implementation causes limited select resource and had to hire additional permanent staff and external expert. Palm oil companies take up their sustainable program, disclosure, and engagement with stakeholder and the media. However, larger player in palm oil industry focus on large scale without taking care of the risk associated with sustainability. In August 2016, IOI certificate restored, and the crisis reinforced the need for board level to view on this matter. Lastly, on timelines, in 2017, IOI became one of the most grown and vertically integrated, where it manufactures ingredients for food and personal care products across Asia, Europe, and North America, and had a market capitalization of 56.7 billion US dollar. Half of IOI's revenue derived from developed market, far more than competitors' revenue. IOI strategically developed sustainable, efficient, and fully integrated supply chains, developed market, rather than focusing on other things like their competitors. IOI acquired Lourdes Croplands R&D, help IOI into new lake, which is an extensive investment. In 2017, also IOI's 2025 vision also changes to increases budget in innovation, and growth involves selling more of its existing product, which is decentralized by region. However, impact on 2016 episode traumatized Mr. Lee, as he and the group suffer reputational damage and faced with corporate crisis. The changes in 2017 actually worried Mr. Lee, as several trusted high-level managers had left IOI as they enter a new territory where the family had little or no experience, and too many innovation will stretch their leadership. In conclusion, Mr. Lee realized that the strength that his family had installed in IOI, which had made the company so successful, had their limitation too. He also questioned on how to keep the legacy of his family, but at the same time build additional managerial capability. He know that expanding unknown areas involve new risks, as he learned through RSP or suspension. The main question is how to grow the IOI, and at what speed were the answer creating widely respected family-owned Malaysia multinational for IOI. And lastly, should he adopt the 2025 vision plan as proposed, or reject it or implement it in a different way? That's all for me. Thank you.